Growing up in the Bay Area, turf dancing was the style of the town, so I just started turf dancing.
Turfing is an art form, it's a way of life, and the acronym for turfing means taking up room on the floor. It represents who you are. It's more of a spiritual dance than anything, and a dance that got groove and swag. Turfing started in West Oakland, to be exact. Started in West Oakland around the late 90s, 97, 98. West Oakland dancers was more about swag and groove. They was all about swag and having bounce and rhythm. When you went to East Oakland was way more smooth. They was very smooth and finesseful with their stuff in East Oakland. And then North Oakland was a mixture of both. Turfing is different because we're like a hybrid style. Every style mixes different things, but we can adapt to anything. Any style that we see, we can incorporate bits and pieces of that style and incorporate it into our style and still make our style look out and look authentic and look unique and different.
Turfing has a couple key elements, which is popping, gliding, waving, tutting, and pantomiming.
Our dance style is made for where we come from.
Turfing is really a feeling. Like you just letting out a lot of your emotions and letting out how you feel. If you're feeling cool that day, you're feeling good, okay, you're gonna vibe a little bit more, you're gonna glide smoother, you might pop a little bit better.
I feel like turfing is super important to Oakland because that's where it's pioneered at. It was certain things in our community, in our culture that I didn't like, and it was built out of frustration as far as like I wanted to make change and I wanted to bring more organization. Because turfing comes from a very raw place, which means it comes from the streets, it comes from province-stricken areas, it comes from African culture.
Turfing started in Oakland with just hood kids and dancing in parties. It went from there to hood kids dancing at dance battles against each other. Growing up in Oakland, we were surrounded by nothing but violence. So it was like going to these parties and dance parties. We used to dance, just dancing in the party, all used to lead to fighting. So they started having these dance battles at the center at YU, and it was like a safe place to where you didn't have to worry about fighting. So it was like that with the dancing was like you felt the violence that was surrounded around us. We didn't have to be a part of that. So turfing was our outlet.
I love to see the youth because they could be somewhere gangbanging, they could be somewhere robbing somebody, shooting somebody, and they're around a lot of creative adults, and they're putting their time and their energy towards a passion that can help push them far. I think turf dancing has most definitely been an outlet for the youth. I know when I was younger, I could have been doing all kinds of things. You know, we can think of all the kind of stuff that you can be doing when you're young.
I've seen a lot. I mean, usually youth involved in gang violence is pretty high. Usually between the ages of like 14 and 24 is when they get involved. When you're in difficult neighborhoods that there's really no direction, it's really difficult for kids to find an outlet or things to do. So it's really difficult for our youth in Oakland. At one point, Oakland, California was ranked 20th in the nation for the most violent crimes. Just recently, the FBI did a survey of what our violence is in Oakland, and it's literally, I think we're number 2 behind Detroit.
We have a couple of younger cats that turf dance that I feel like if they didn't have turf dancing, their life would be the streets.
I mean, at a point, we were the youth. I'm saying the same youth like y'all asking about now, that was us, and it's like, we used to run the streets tough, like it was no tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
With me, I know the stupid things that I used to do, the end result was gonna either be dead or in jail. So it was like, I started to see a couple of my cousins lose their life themselves. They start dying, or they start going to jail for stupid things. So it was like, for me, it was like, all right, am I gonna go this way or am I gonna go this way? The more I got into turfing, it made me be inspired to be a better person instead of being that that statistic of being, oh, okay, the typical ghetto black person where I come out, I'm robbing people, I sell drugs. But it kept me from being in the streets, and instead of me going to rob somebody or go break into somebody's house, I hate to say it, but yeah, I used to do stuff like that and it's not cool. But instead of me trying to go do something stupid, I'm gonna put myself in a better situation. And like I said, I'm out here making friends and I'm out here making memories with them because we're dancing, we're bonding, and we're also doing something positive.
It's crazy because we lost so many people, and in this dance style, it really helped us. Honestly, I don't even see, like, I find it crazy that with so much bad stuff that happened, like, we still able to smile and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, all the bad stuff and so much trauma that we got, we can still smile. Like, we can still dance. And I believe it's because we dance, and it's like therapy for us. So I think that's why it really helped us on a major scale. So.
And I feel like without Turfin, I feel like a lot of kids, like I said before, I genuinely feel like a lot of kids would be into gang violence, different activities. Like I say, even with me, you know, it kept me away from different things because I was focused on Turfin. I was going to dance battles, I was going to dance events, and it kept me off the street. So I think Turfin is very special.
It brings all the sides together. Turf dancing brings the Oakland community together by having everybody from every side, from the north to the west to the east. Everybody just come show themselves.
It's a universal language. You walk with Turfin every day because Turfin is your story. You are Turfin if it's in you.
When they dance, it's really a cool thing to see that they kind of just bond, you know, and it's not this separation.
Why is turf dancing such an impactful part of my life? Because it helped me be who I am today. I feel like it kept me out of trouble. It gave me my presence onto the world, and it's the reason why I am who I am today.